Is it possible that a simple wooden bucket used to draw water from a well sparked one of the bloodiest wars in medieval Europe? Yes, it happened in the year 1325. But that is not even close to being the most absurd decision in human history. Today, you will see how a handful of people with far too much power made decisions so ridiculous that they changed the fate of the world. Stay until the end, because you will discover why an entire country is still apologizing today for the actions of some giant birds. Number 1. Selling an empire of gold for pennies. In 1867, the Tsar of Russia, Alexander II, thought that Alaska was useless. Desperate for money, he decided to sell it to the United States for $7.2 million. The absurd part is that, only a few decades later, massive gold reserves and the largest oil deposits on the continent were discovered in Alaska. Number 2. Confusing centimeters with inches in space. In 1999, NASA launched the Mars Climate Orbiter, a project that cost $125 million. However, upon reaching the red planet, the probe simply disintegrated. The reason? One team used metric, while another used the United States imperial system. Number 3. Eating too much and dying of laughter. Martin the Humane, King of Aragon, had a death that seems like a bad joke. The king began to laugh so uncontrollably that his stomach collapsed from the pressure of the food and the laughter, causing his instant death. Number 4. Declaring war on birds ... and losing. In 1932, Australia suffered a plague of emus, giant birds that were destroying crops. The government sent the army armed with heavy machine guns. After spending thousands of rounds of ammunition, the army was forced to retreat. Number 5. Building a giant magnifying glass. In 2013, the walkie-talkie skyscraper was inaugurated in London with a concave glass facade. Temperatures on the ground reached 117 degrees Celsius, enough to melt the bodywork of parked cars and fry eggs on the sidewalk. Number 6. The Waste Bucket War. In 1325, soldiers from Modena stole a wooden bucket from a public well in Bologna. The conflict caused the death of more than 2,000 people. Today, 700 years later, the original bucket is still displayed with pride. Number 7. The man who almost destroyed the atmosphere. Thomas Midgley Jr. was responsible for adding lead to gasoline and inventing CFCs. Decades later, scientists discovered that these chemicals were literally eating the ozone layer. Midgley's decisions caused more damage to Earth than any other organism. Sometimes a small and absurd decision can trigger a domino effect. Which of these did you find the most ridiculous? Leave it in the comments. And if you want to keep discovering the craziest secrets in the world, subscribe to Effect Domino WCU in the next video.